toast on fire. I don't want a job being somebody's wife. I just want to see some action in my life. Everybody seems to get me wrong, but you and me, we usually get along. It's a funny old world called London girls.
That's better. Now, come on, Mo, you're just not trying hard enough.
I am trying. I just can't think of anything to say, that's all.
Let's do it again. Good morning, Miss Hirsch. I'm the Employment Review Officer. Now, I see from your file that you've been scrounging off the state for 5 whole weeks. How do you explain that, eh?
It's no good, Jude.
It's no good whinging, Miss Hirsch. Remember, I have the power to cut you off, so just answer the question.
In the last week, I've applied for 10 jobs.
10? Is that all?
Do you expect me to be impressed by that?
Yes. It's a well-known fact, Miss Hirsch, that anyone who really wants a job can get one.
But round here they can't.
In the job centre, there are 3 vacancies in the window. Office cleaner, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m, bring your own hoover. Rodent operative, a 7-day week, bring your own ferret. Metropolitan police, bring your own knuckle dusters.
Well, I'm the wrong colour for that.
Do you know what I'm writing on your file, Miss Hirsch?
What?
Uncooperative, a dusky person. Do you know which bit I'm underlining?
Uncooperative?
Dusky person. Because if there's one thing we in the department can't stomach, it's stroppy blacks.
Get stuffed!
Oh, come on, Mo. You gotta tell them what they want to hear.
Oh, why can't I just tell them the truth?
Because they wouldn't believe you for a start. Look, it's a game. They know there's no work about, but they've got to get ticks in their boxes, otherwise they'll be out of a job.
It's not fair.
Look, I've got it. Tell them you're religious. Converted to Muslim, and you're in Purdah, and it's Ramadan dam, and you're not allowed to touch tartar.
Send me down the crisp factory.
Or potatoes. Mo, when you lie, you've got to lie big.
Oh, the DHSS wouldn't be hassling me so soon if I didn't live with you. They probably think I'm work shy like you.
I'm only trying to help you out, so there's no need to be rude.
Well, why are they calling us both down the employment review what's it at the same time? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, it is a bit suspicious.
Very suspicious. Oh, I hope they don't want me to find you a job too.
I know. We'll pretend we don't know each other. Arrive separately.
Arrive separately?
Yeah. I'll get off the bus at the DHSS, and you get off at the next stop and walk back.
Oh, I'm not going to argue with you, Jude. Let's just go.
Come on, then.
Well, aren't you going to change?
Look, I think we can all make a personal protest through clothes, Mo. When I walk down the street, I don't want to be as boring and insignificant as everybody else. I like to think somebody's going to look at me and feel sick. I can't be restricted by society's values.
You still wear Marks and Sparks bras.
We all have to make some compromises.
Jude,
Shh. This is stupid. It's not. Just try not to act suspicious or draw attention to yourself.
As soon as you came in, they probably got on the phone to Downing Street and said the aliens have landed and one's trying to sign on.
Ms. Hirsch? Have a seat, Ms. Hirsch. Sure. I'm Mrs. Tudge, the Employment Review Officer. No doubt your sister in struggle has told you about me.
She has mentioned you.
Yes. Well, we don't normally see people as soon as this, but I did think that as you shared a flat with Ms. Bedford, you might need a little extra help.
Well, don't worry, Mrs. Tudge. Jude and I aren't a bit alike.
Oh, thank heavens, I didn't think that could be true. Oh, don't misunderstand me, though, Miss Hirsch. It's not that I don't sympathize with Miss Bedford. It's just that normally I only have to see people 3 or 4 times. Miss Bedford's rapidly becoming what any publican might call a regular.
She's artistic.
She's priceless. Now, quite an impressive number of applications, Miss Hirsch. And 1 interview, the Stepney Foundry Company.
Yeah.
But you weren't able to grasp the opportunity with both hands, so to speak.
Well, the bloke who ran the place was into grasping his opportunities.
He had his hand on her bra strap before she even had time to show him her P45.
Jude! He more or less said that he'd had a lot of applicants and he was going to give the job to the one who...
Succumbed to his carnal lust?
Yeah.
Not to worry, there's a lot of it about. Well, perhaps we should come to the real reason I've called you both down here today. This concerns you, Miss Bedford. Draw up a chair before you break your neck.
Hello there.
Any luck down the job centre?
I know you think I haven't been trying, Mrs. Tudge, but after a while you just get used to being unemployed. It's like a filthy habit. Other people notice, but you don't. And it becomes automatic, like looking in your handkerchief to see what's just come down your line.
Miss Bedford, apart from a series of ridiculous applications for top government posts, you've shown no real interest in gaining employment for some time.
I've had a lot of problems.
What?
Well, there was her mum's laundrette,
She set fire to that.
our flat,
She flooded that.
the demo to stop May being evicted,
She got arrested during that.
then there was Brenda's baby.
Last time you were in here, you were pregnant. What happened to your baby?
I lost it.
Oh, really? Where? All in all, Miss Bedford, you have a record to rival Attila the Hun.
I can't help having the odd bit of bad luck. What are you laughing at?
Worthwhile, socially useful employment is what you need, Miss Bedford, and I think I found it for you.
What?
The last socially useful job she had was milk monitor in mixed infants.
In fact, what I have in mind for you both is a job share.
What, share with her? I live with her. I don't want to work with her.
Why not? What is this job?
Well, I live in a housing association flat, and I also happen to be on the management committee of the said association. Now, we make it our policy to offer work to the long-term unemployed on a job share basis.
Doing what?
Well, among present vacancies, there's a job in the office, a bookkeeping and a bit of admin. It's just up your street, Miss Hirsch.
Yeah, why can't I do it on my own?
Well, you could, but that wouldn't solve my little problem, would it? She's a grave statistical embarrassment to me, Miss Hirsch. She's a blot on my record, a block to my promotion prospects.
Well, what's she going to do?
Lick the stamps? I don't care how you arrange it. It's our last chance.
Mo. All right, we'll do it.
Right. Now, I've made an arrangement for you to go round to the office sometime this afternoon between 2 and 6. So if you've got any more arson attacks planned, you'll just have to postpone them.
We will. I mean, we haven't.
Get there early in case there are any other applicants.
We'll be there on the stroke or two. And I won't let you down, Mrs. Tudge, I promise.
Good. Because if you do, to quote something I often hear in this office, I'll break both your thudding legs.
I don't know what you're getting so het up for, Mum. I mean, Stella's only trying to help out in the laundrette while you're convalescing. What makes you think she's trying to steal your job?
Because she's a cunning little vixen, that's why. Yeah, but I wasn't born yesterday. Oh, no, I told her. It's me varicose veins they took out, not me brains. Here. Of course, we had the owners round this morning to collect the takings, didn't we? Oh, and you should have seen the performance she put on for them two brothers. Skirt right up round her waist and flashing that toothy smile of hers. And they're not hers, you know, them teeth. Oh, no. Oh, she tells so many lies, she forgets what she says. Because I remember when them teeth were fitted and the fridge freezer was at the front door to pay for them. Because when she got married, you know, she had these big buck teeth. Yeah, chopper people called her. I think it was because of her teeth. Anyway, when she had the full set made, she told the dentist to give her lots of little teeth. Yeah, when she opens her mouth now, it's like coming face to face with bleating jaws.
She's dropped off her trolley.
I have not. I'm telling you, while I've been convalescing, that woman's made the most of her opportunities. Here, shove this in the oven, Maureen. Keep warm, will you? Here.
Wouldn't have thought there weren't many opportunities to run in a laundrette.
Oh, to a certain class of person there is, yeah, and she's no better than her reputation.
What's her reputation?
Trollop. Yeah. Oh, I never wanted her to see those brothers. I never wanted them to see her. I mean, they're two nice boys, aren't they? Foreign, but I suppose they can't help that, can they? Mind you, you should have seen the way they looked at her. Like she was the first prize in a raffle and they'd won all the tickets. Between you and me, Maureen, I'm beginning to suspect those boys are in one of them triads.
But the owner's a Greek, Mum. Triads are Chinese.
Yeah, well, might have spread a bit. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, but they're not getting me out of there that easily. I've run that washateria ever since the day it was opened. Oh, I feel like I've weaned every one of them dryers personally. And now they're getting a stepmother.
Stepmother?
Yeah. Owners told me this morning, you're not as young as you used to be, they said.
True enough.
Yeah, so they're bringing that thing Stella in to assist me.
Probably thought her legs were in better nick than yours.
Oh, come on. Those Hawaiian suntan tights cover a multitude of sins, because she's no spring chicken either. Between you and me, she's coming up with a change.
Oh,
And I told her, walking around in them miniskirts will only bring it on quicker. And what about those boots she wears? Ugh, yeah, kinky boots, that's what they're called. I know the jargon.
Look, kinky boots went out with Elton John.
The way Stella dresses makes Dolly Daydream here look like a bleeding nun.
That was meant to be a compliment, Jude. Be realistic, Mum.
Yeah.
I mean, you do need some help. And I thought Stella was your friend.
I'm never going to speak to that woman again.
Well, do you want me to talk to her?
No!
Look, sharing your job's the latest thing, May. Inevitable consequence of the economic what's it? That's what World in Action says.
Whoever thought of sharing a job?
The DHSS have, because that's what they want us to do.
Yeah. Who'd employ her?
The Housing Association my employment review officer belongs to.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't share a dose of bubonic plague with her. I wouldn't share a flat with her either.
They wouldn't get the chance.
Yeah. So what sort of job is this then, Maureen?
Well, the job we went for was office admin and bookkeeping.
Oh, yeah, that's just up your street, isn't it?
Yeah. But we got there so late, it had gone.
Well, it wasn't my fault. I don't know what that policeman got so upset about. Everyone knows you've got to bang them machines to get the chocolate out.
Yeah, but you're supposed to put the money in first.
So you didn't get the job then?
No.
Yeah, they had another job share vacancy.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a blessing in disguise.
I don't.
You've already spent far too much of your life stuck in an office.
What the bleed well was it then?
Well, it's sort of interior design.
Painting and decorating.
What do you two know about painting and decorating?
Nothing.
I've got a lot of imaginative ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
It's a funny old world for London girls. It's a funny old world for London girls.
Right, first lesson. Look, you sure they're all right?
Who can tell?
I got them round here so they could talk over their differences.
And they haven't uttered a word for 2 hours. Must be an all-time record for her.
Oh, come on, Mum. This is getting ridiculous. It was very good of Stella to come round here. I'm sure she wants to sort things out. You can at least make an effort.
Oh, what's she doing now? Look, we haven't got time for all this. Can't you go and start World War III somewhere else?
Think of all that trade you're losing while the laundrette shut up and you're sat there like a pair of wallies.
I don't care what she's shoved in your non-fast colours. Tell her that. Oh, it's like the Americans and the Russians. They'd rather kill each other than be the first to compromise.
Yeah, well, I think we ought to put the tea on an intravenous drip and ignore them.
I'm going to make the paste.
Right, now first lesson. First, you've got to measure the walls and then cut the paper to size.
Right.
Right, go on then. No, what do you think you're going to do? Hang the paper up sideways? It's the height you want to know so you know how much to cut off the roll.
Oh,
Right, now these walls are 8 foot high.
I'm afraid you're going to have to assume we're complete idiots, Richard.
Yeah. Right, you go and make the paste and I'll cut the paper, yeah?
There must be an easier way to get the lumps out.
Do you want me to have a go?
Why did we have to use my tights?
Because all I've got is fishnets. Lumps will go through the holes.
More lumps than paste.
Wait a minute. I've got an idea. Ta-da! Now you watch this. Give it here.
That's the blender me mum gave me for Christmas.
Now look, get these lumps out. Right. And a bit of water. I know it'll work. Lid on. Right, here we go. Switch on. Magic! No lumps! Lateral thinking, Mo.
Right, you got the paste ready?
This is a bit I'm looking forward to.
It's not a game, Jude. We're here to learn. More tea still? Bathroom's there if you want it. Mum?
Are you watching?
Yeah, Yeah.
Right, now, first, you've got to put the paste on the paper. Even strokes, not too much paste.
Oh, come on, Richard, let me try.
All right, go on. I said not too much paste, didn't I?
Oh, here you go then. 4 rolls of best Regency wood chip.
Regency wood chip.
Can't get stuff like this in the shops, you know.
Is it meant to be grey?
Fire damage stock, isn't it? Try and get have it so cheap. Coat of paint, come up lovely, wouldn't it?
Well, you're not charging them for it, they're only practising.
Yeah.
Got to cover me expenses, isn't I?
What expenses?
Well, handling, storage, transportation.
Transportation, you only carried it across the hall. It's been under the bed for 6 months, ever since Harry tried to do over that DIY warehouse in Chinkford.
Oh, don't want it if it's nicked.
Well, we don't have to pay for it.
Wasn't nicked. Harry went into case the joint. Felt he couldn't leave without buying something. All right, girls. Don't know you find so much to chat about.
Right, I think this bit is ready to hang.
What, wait a minute, Jude. I was going to show you how to fold it properly.
This is meant to be a job share. You could have told me I was standing on it. Now, that's not bad for a first try, eh?
Well, it's not good either, is it?
You know, I think I could have found a focus for my creativity. I mean, look at that. That's not just wallpaper. That is like a comment on society. Symbolic of papering over the cracks of capitalism. Well, that's what it says to me. What's it say to you? Help! You know, I think I've got a real future as an interior decorator. I reckon I've got real artistic flair, because I've always had this feeling deep down inside that I had a frustrated decorator in me.
Look at it. It's all crooked.
It's a bit crooked. That first bit wasn't on straight.
And who put that up?
Well, who wants to live in a square world full of straight lines anyway?
I think it's time for a cup of tea. Where'd you put the kettle?
I put all the tea-making things in the kitchen.
Where'd you put the door?
It's over there somewhere.
Look, are you sure we're supposed to paper over everything, then cut out the windows and doors afterwards?
Of course you do. That's obvious.
I don't remember Richard saying that.
Yeah, well, he's a mechanic. He does everything by the book.
Oh, well, no one could accuse you of that.
Look, Mum, I'm an artist. I can't be bothered with all this measuring and cutting, and you know why?
Because you're too bone-eyed.
No, because I've got an aesthetic eye.
Ugh, sounds like an infection.
It means you know when something looks right.
What, and that looks right?
I haven't finished yet. Ah, here it is. See? Easy.
We're never going to get that off.
Oh, I'll blowtorch it.
No, you won't.
I don't see what's wrong with it. Diana Rigg had wallpaper on her doors in the Avengers.
Yeah, but she didn't have it on her windows. Where are they?
Oh, I'll find them when I put this bit of paper up.
No, you won't. I'll put the paper up. You find the windows.
Ow!
Well, just tap on the wall with something. You're here when you come to the window.
All right.
That?
It's around here somewhere, I think. Oh, here's one.
Now, where's the...
There it is.
Give me your hand!
That's it. Straighten it up. That's it. No damage.
Oh, what are we going to tell the bloke from the Housing Association now?
Vandals.
About the mess on the inside.
Well, the vandals broke in through the window, see, and they tied us up and held us hostage while they decorated.
Why didn't I think of that?
You know, I think we ought to use that spray gun Richard lent us.
Oh, I'm not sure.
But it's the easiest way. We could have the whole place painted white.
Yeah, but he said not to use it unless it was an emergency.
Well, it is almost an emergency.
Yeah, well, be careful. Remember, it's for cars, not walls.
Switch on. Here goes. Oh, Brill. I think we could get this done in no time at all.
I heard you got this job.
Jude? Tudge, but I thought you'd be glad I got a job and I didn't mean to muck it up. But
Sit.
You're not gonna...
Miss Bedford, do you know what this is? Oh, no, of course you don't. You don't know your arse from your elbow, do you? Well, I'll tell you what it is. This is the Yellow Book. Now, it tells me how the regulations are to be applied. It's supposed to cover every eventuality, that's why it's quite thick. So I look up in the index under N for Nutter. But alas, there's no entry. Oh. Recently, Miss Bedford, I've come to view your name in my appointment book with the same kind of grim foreboding that an old nag might feel when tethered outside a cat food factory. To be perfectly honest with you, Miss Bedford, over the last few weeks the pressure's been beginning to mount. I'm a simple woman, Miss Bedford, trying to peacefully coexist with two obnoxious pubescent children and hold down what passes for a socially worthwhile job in the more liberal regions of Hackney. I go on C&D marches. I've saved the whale, the seal, the walrus, anything else you can make margarine out of. I don't ask for much out of life, just a monthly salary and a bi-monthly orgasm. But you're not interested in my problems, are you?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Do you realize you put my therapy back 5 years? But that doesn't matter. I'm not an aggressive woman, Miss Bedford. Not since I gave up eating meat. But you've driven me past the limit. There's no going back now.
Oh, you're not going to put the sniffers onto me?
Oh, no, I wouldn't give them the pleasure. Oh, no, Miss Bedford, that wouldn't be good enough for you. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And in the circumstances, I think it's perfectly reasonable. I'm going to kill you.
Stop it!
Oh, I did my best. The parlour, sir, I did my best. But I'm a lentil. Please don't eat me. I haven't been soaked overnight.
Should have seen the look on your face when she came at you with that chopper.
It wasn't funny.
Honestly, most people get hassled by the DHSS. It's typical that you almost get murdered by them. What are they going to do next?
Well, what can they do? Mrs. Tudge can't give evidence against me while she's banged up in the loony bin. Anyway, by the time she gets out, I'll be a megastar.
Biscuit, Mum? It's one of Jude's specials. Girl?
Oh, what are we going to do about these two? They're beginning to get on my nerves.
Here, I told you, she got false teeth, hasn't she? Here, get them out of the door. Come on, she's been choked to death. Come on, Steph, get them out of there. Get them out, that's it. Come on, choke them up. Oh, never mind. Poor old cow.